In the world today, the rich seem to get richer while the poor struggle to keep up. But how does this happen? Let's begin with a bird's-eye view of the wealth gap. The wealth gap, in its simplest terms, is the significant disparity in financial resources between different socioeconomic groups. It's the difference between the haves and the have-nots, between the elite few and the many. This disparity has been growing over the years, leading to an increasing divide between the rich and the poor. But what's the secret behind the rich getting richer? Well, it's not a simple one-size-fits-all answer. It's a combination of various strategies and systems that the wealthy have perfected over the years. One of these strategies is investing. The wealthy understand that money doesn't grow by just sitting in a bank. It needs to be put to work to generate more wealth. They invest in stocks, real estate, and businesses, using their money to create more money. Another system that the wealthy use to their advantage is financial literacy. They understand the intricacies of the financial world, from the tax laws to the stock market trends. They use this knowledge to make informed decisions, maximizing their profits and minimizing their losses. The role of inheritance cannot be understated. Generational wealth plays a huge part in the wealth gap. The rich pass down not only their wealth but also their knowledge and connections, giving the next generation a head start in the race to wealth. Tax strategies are another tool in the wealthy's arsenal. They understand the tax laws and use them to their advantage, reducing their tax liabilities and increasing their wealth. Lastly, connections play a vital role. The rich have a network of influential people who can open doors that remain closed for others. These connections can lead to lucrative business deals, profitable investments, and other opportunities. All these strategies and systems work together, creating a cycle of wealth that keeps the rich getting richer. But don't despair. Understanding these strategies is the first step to closing the wealth gap. If you find these insights intriguing, do not forget to hit the subscribe button. It truly means a lot to us. One of the key strategies used by the rich to increase their wealth is investment. Investment, in its simplest form, is the act of using money now in hopes of making more money in the future. It's like planting a seed today and waiting for it to grow into a fruitful tree tomorrow. But instead of sowing seeds in the soil, in the world of finance, we're planting our money in different investment vehicles, hoping that they'll bring us a bountiful financial harvest. Now, the kind of harvest you get depends on where you plant your seeds, or in this case, where you invest your money. Let's talk about a few types of investments that have proven their worth over time. First, we have real estate. This involves buying a property and then either selling it for a higher price or renting it out and earning a steady stream of income. It's like buying a piece of land where you can plant your own fruit tree and either sell the fruits or the entire tree itself. Next, we have stocks. When you buy a company's stock, you're essentially buying a piece of that company. You become a part owner. If the company does well, your stock value increases and so does your wealth. Think of it as planting a seed in a company's garden. If the company's garden thrives, so does your seed. Then there are bonds. When you buy a bond, you're basically lending your money to an entity like a corporation or the government. In return, they promise to pay you back with interest after a certain period. It's like lending your watering can to a neighbor, and they promise to give it back with a basket of fruits from their garden. But remember, just like in gardening, investing also carries risks. Your seed may not grow, or your neighbor might not return your watering can. That's why it's important to diversify your investments, just like how you plant different types of seeds in your garden. Investment is a powerful tool, but it's just one of the many strategies used by the rich. Another crucial element in wealth accumulation is financial literacy. Imagine yourself in a maze with multiple paths. Each path represents a financial decision. Some paths lead to prosperity, others to financial ruin. The ability to navigate this maze effectively is what we call financial literacy. It's the understanding of various financial concepts, such as interest rates, investments, and risk diversification. Now you might be wondering, how does this relate to the wealthy? Well, the rich often distinguish themselves by their understanding of these financial concepts. They don't just earn money, they understand money. They know how to make their money work for them instead of them working for their money. You see, the rich don't get rich by accident. They educate themselves about financial matters. They read books, attend seminars, and consult with financial advisors. They understand that knowledge is power, especially when it comes to money. So what does this mean for you? Well, if you want to increase your wealth, you need to increase your financial literacy. You need to understand how money works. You need to know how to invest it, how to save it, how to manage it. You need to understand the power of compound interest, the importance of a diversified portfolio, and the risks of high-interest debt. Financial literacy is not just about making more money, it's also about making smart decisions with the money you have. It's about knowing how to avoid financial pitfalls and how to take advantage of financial opportunities. It's about knowing the difference between a good investment and a bad one. It's about understanding the difference between needs and wants and making spending decisions accordingly. In conclusion, financial literacy is about more than just understanding money. It's about understanding the decisions that affect your financial well-being. It's about being in control of your financial future. Financial literacy is key to making smart decisions about money and increasing wealth. Inheritance plays a significant role in wealth accumulation for the rich. One of the main ways the rich continue to get richer is through the passing down of wealth from generation to generation. This practice, known as generational wealth, is a powerful tool in the arsenal of the affluent. It's a cycle that perpetuates the wealth gap, often making it seem like an unbreakable cycle. Generational wealth is more than just money, though. It's the accumulation of resources and assets passed on from parents to children, grandchildren, and so forth. These assets can be anything from properties, businesses, stocks, bonds, to even precious artifacts. The more valuable these assets, the more they potentially appreciate over time, building the wealth of the family even further. And it's not just the tangible assets that matter. The rich also pass down knowledge and connections, providing their offspring with a head start in life that many others don't have. This includes access to the best education, early exposure to financial literacy concepts, and a network of influential individuals who can provide opportunities that others can only dream of. Now, this isn't to say that all wealthy individuals simply inherit their wealth and do nothing with it. Many of them use their inherited wealth as a springboard to create even more wealth. They invest it, they start businesses, they make strategic decisions that allow their wealth to multiply. But it's also important to note that not everyone has access to this kind of inherited wealth. For many individuals and families, every penny counts, and there's often not much left to pass down to the next generation. This is why financial literacy, investment strategies, and other wealth-building tools are so critical. They provide a way for individuals to break the cycle and start building their own wealth. Inheritance is indeed a powerful wealth-building tool, but it's not the only one. The rich get richer not just because they inherit wealth, but because they know how to use it, grow it, and pass it down to the next generation. This is the role inheritance plays in the wealth accumulation process. Inheritance is a powerful wealth-building tool, but it's not the only one. Tax strategies are another way the rich increase their wealth. Let's delve into this fascinating world of tax planning. It's not just about earning a lot of money, it's also about keeping it. And one effective way the rich do this is through intelligent tax strategies. Firstly, some wealthy individuals use offshore accounts to their advantage. These aren't just for the villains in spy movies, you know. Offshore accounts in reality are bank accounts in foreign countries. They can offer certain tax benefits, depending on the country in which they are held. But it's crucial to remember, it's not about evading taxes, it's about legally reducing the amount of tax paid. Secondly, tax loopholes play a significant role. These are gaps or ambiguities in tax law that can be used to reduce one's tax burden. For instance, capital gains tax rates can be lower than income tax rates, so the rich sometimes structure their earnings as capital gains instead of salary. Other tax strategies include the use of trusts and corporations. Trusts can be a tax-efficient way to pass wealth down to the next generation. while corporations can offer benefits like lower tax rates and deductions. And let's not forget about philanthropy. Charitable donations not only contribute positively to society, but also provide tax deductions. It's a win-win. Now, this might seem a bit overwhelming, and it's true that tax laws can be complex. That's why the rich often hire top tax advisors to help them navigate the system. These professionals are well-versed in tax law and can provide valuable advice on how to legally minimize taxes, ensuring more of the wealth stays with the wealthy. In a nutshell, smart tax strategies can be a powerful tool in wealth accumulation. It's not just about making money, but also about strategically keeping it. Smart tax strategies can help the rich keep more of their money, further increasing their wealth. Connections and networking play a significant role in wealth accumulation. It's a simple truth, yet many people overlook just how pivotal a part it plays in the process of becoming richer. Let's delve into how the affluent use their connections to get better deals, opportunities, and investments. You see, wealth doesn't exist in a vacuum. It's a social construct, and the wealthy understand this better than most. They know that their wealth is not just due to their hard work or smart investments, but also because of the people they know and the relationships they've cultivated. Let's start with deals. When you have a wide network, you often have first dibs on exclusive deals that others might not even know exist. A wealthy individual with the right connections can get access to these deals, often getting better terms or lower prices than the average person. It's like having a VIP pass to the world of wealth. Next, we move on to opportunities. Opportunities are not always publicly advertised. Sometimes they're passed along through whispers in the right circles. If you're part of those circles, you get to hear about these opportunities first. This could be anything from a new business venture to a lucrative job opening. It's all about being in the right place at the right time, and your connections can often put you there. Finally, let's touch on investments. Wealthy individuals often get access to investment opportunities that aren't available to the general public. This could be anything from early-stage startups to exclusive real estate deals. These types of investments often have the potential for high returns, and having the right connections can provide a gateway to them. It's clear to see that connections are not just about knowing people. They're about leveraging those relationships to further your financial goals. This is why the rich place such a high value on networking and building relationships. They understand that their connections can open doors that would otherwise remain closed. Connections are a powerful tool in wealth accumulation, often overlooked. So the next time you're networking, remember, you're not just making friends, you're building your wealth. Passive income is another strategy employed by the rich. Picture this, a river that never stops flowing, continuously supplying water without the need for any effort on your part. This is the concept of passive income. It's the financial equivalent of that flowing river, providing a steady stream of income without requiring constant effort. Passive income is a method of earning that doesn't demand active, continuous work. It's as if you've planted a tree and now you're enjoying the fruits of your labor without needing to work the field each day. Now let's take a closer look at how passive income contributes to wealth accumulation. Passive income is not tied to the number of hours you work, unlike a regular job. This means that you can earn even while you're sleeping, vacationing, or simply resting at home. It's a way of making your money work for you, instead of you working for your money. This is a key strategy that the rich use to grow their wealth. Some examples of passive income include rental income, dividends from investments, royalties from a book or a song, or profits from a business that you own but don't actively manage. Let's consider rental income. You purchase a property and rent it out. The rent you collect is your passive income. You're not actively working to earn this money. It's your property that's doing the work. Or think about royalties. You write a book or a song once, and every time it's purchased or played, you receive a payment. Again, you're not actively working for these payments. Your creative work is earning for you. Now, it's important to understand that passive income often requires an initial investment, either of time or money. But once it's set up, it can provide a steady and often substantial income stream. Passive income can provide a steady stream of income without requiring much effort, a favored strategy by the rich. And with the right strategy and a bit of patience, it could be a strategy for you too. We've discussed several strategies that the rich use to get richer. Let's take a moment to reflect on the key points we've covered. First, we delved into the power of investment. The rich often multiply their wealth by making smart investments, leveraging the compound interest and the growth potential of the market. By investing wisely, they ensure that their money works for them, even when they're not actively working. We then talked about the importance of financial literacy. This isn't just about understanding numbers, it's about comprehending financial markets, recognizing opportunities, and making informed decisions. The affluent prioritize learning about finances and use this knowledge to navigate the often complex world of wealth management. Next, we discussed the role of inheritance. Wealth passed down from generation to generation can provide a significant financial boost, often providing a head start to those fortunate enough to receive it. Yet it's crucial to remember that managing inherited wealth requires skill and knowledge to prevent it from evaporating. We also examined tax strategies. The rich often employ a host of strategies to minimize their tax liabilities. They leverage tax laws and regulations to their advantage, maximizing their wealth retention. These strategies, while sometimes controversial, are generally legal and can significantly impact wealth accumulation. Then, we looked at the role of connections. Networking can often lead to profitable opportunities that might not be available to the general public. The rich understand the value of a robust network and invest time and resources into nurturing these relationships. Finally, we explored the power of passive income. The wealthy often have multiple income streams, many of which require little to no active involvement. This passive income can provide a steady cash flow, contributing significantly to wealth accumulation. Understanding these strategies can help you on your own path to wealth accumulation. Remember, knowledge is power and the first step towards closing the wealth gap. Thanks for watching.